All right, welcome, Coach. Introduce your players for us.
So we have Kevin Norwood, defensive tackle, 2024. Deshaun Williams, running back, 2024.
All right, well, tell us kind of where you are right now. First year as coach, how's it been going?
First year as a coach, man, it's been very exciting to be back home at Blount. Definitely enjoying the journey so far. From the start of getting there, we've been putting in work. To the spring, we've noticed a change, and most of us has just really been a cultural change. It's about finishing. That's what this season is about, finishing games. We have a very talented group. These guys coming back, a lot of other guys are coming back. So, and I'm still young, so we are definitely excited about what we're doing at Blount.
What's been the biggest challenge at Blount? You won in middle school championship. What's been the biggest difference being on the high school level?
It's really nothing new. I've been on a high school level before in Georgia, won at a high level. So it's kids are kids, coaching kids. It's really not a challenge. You just have to get to them, and I think that's a knack I have, just a spiritual gift I have, of just really being able to get to kids. They're able to see their potential. So that's, I believe, why I've been able to be successful.
Coach, let's talk about your staff, your first year, who you have. I know it's a family affair over there at Blount, but it's also a family affair for yourself.
Yep. So with my with the staff, man, very excited about the staff. A lot of people think we're young as coaches, but been in the game as for coaching for a while now. My brothers, who you all know, have been on state championship teams several times. So we're excited about the staff, man. Offensive line, Blaine Clausell, Jamal Dotch, who's also an alumni. Running back coach, Brian Wilson, he's an alumni. Love the kids. Marcus Douglas, coming from Baker. KJ May, who played at Murphy, NFL player. Blaine Clausell, offensive line. Willie Bohannon, he's an alumni. Wayne Washington, Gerald Justin Harris on the defensive side. We also have Donald Wallace. So with our staff, man, we gel together pretty good. I also realize it's different things that all of us do different, but all of us, we're a team. All of us bring something to the table. So we're excited about that.
Coach, we know you're a young guy, and we know the expectations that people expect out of Matty T. Blount.
Right.
Could you say this could be almost like a dream job scenario for you?
Yes, I definitely can say that. Being in their seat 12, 13, 14 years ago, so I never thought I'd be the head coach of Blount. My teammates and friends joke with me about stuff like that because me and Coach Harris was always together and things like that. So I kind of just mimicked the same things he taught me that I've learned over the years from other great coaches, and I'm enjoying the journey. A lot of stuff I do. I think about what Coach Harris do. I also talk to my father about a lot of this stuff. So we're enjoying it, man. I do understand what it takes to win, at a high level, being able to do it at Blount, do it at college. So everything I've learned at those levels just brought it back and putting it into these guys.
Now,
First two games of the season, you open up with state champion Varga. Then the second game was against Spanish Fort, the most winningest team in the last since 2010. How does that motivate your kids to be ready? Instead of get ready, be ready.
Right. That's one thing I've been preaching. Don't wait to get hit in the mouth. Hit in the mouth first. And you think about it, I respect Viber, but I also hate Viber. Me being a Blount alumni, it's personal. It's very personal. And they won a state championship. I get it, I understand that. But you think back to this game last year, Blount was up at halftime 13-0. At the end of the day, that tells me Blount didn't finish. Blount was up on Spanish Fort 14-6. So can they play? Yes, they can play. They will play. They will compete. It was mental. It was all about finishing. That's what I talked about in the beginning. It's really just about changing the culture. Blount was in every game they played last year. We finished games. You have a whole different record. So at the end of the day, it's all about finishing, and I think that's what my knack is, just being able to get to these kids and they seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, just knowing they can finish the game. So,
Coach, two-part question. First part question, this isn't your first time at Blount.
right.
You you coached under Lev Holly when you was there, but now it's your era, Josh Harris era. What do you expect out of your guys and your program this year? Coming in young, new, we probably believe the youngest coach in Mobile County. What should we expect to see?
Well, being on Lev Holly, I definitely enjoyed it. Learned a lot from him. Saw how he did things, and also put that into my program now. But what can we expect is just finishing, man. Finishing. I mean, the year before last when I was with Lev Holly, finished fourth again. We was up. We finished. I have a ring on my finger right now, championship ring. So it's just really all about finishing and getting to these guys. It's a mind thing. It's all a mind thing. So we finish games. Blount is great, like they supposed to be, and like everyone expected to be. You know, a lot of people, you know, we hear the talk, we hear the chatter. We don't pay attention to it, but we get it. We supposed to be great. Purple is royalty when you think about it. So I understand.
You already know that 6A Region 1 is literally probably the toughest region in the state. You
It
know, from
is.
experience. And now they just added Theodore Murphy.
Right.
How do you prepare your kids' mindset? Yeah, it's tough, and now I got tougher.
So it actually goes into the thing we've been preaching since we've got there. We have to be mentally tough. At the end of the day, I told these guys yesterday, whoever is the healthiest and mentally tough at the end of the season, that's who's going. That's who's going to the playoffs. Everyone have the same battle we have. Week in, week out, you have a playoff game. So who's mentally tough, that's who's gonna get it.
Now, Coach, that second part to my question was, saw you guys play against Williamson early, in the season.
Yes,
there.
sir.
You guys got a pretty good running game. What I want to know about what have you been working on that passing game?
Yes, we have been working on it. So with our quarterback situation, it's been a different situation. One quarterback just came back from surgery 2 weeks before we played Wilson, so haven't been able to practice. The other quarterback, he played in the state track meet 4 days before we played Wilson. So, of course, that's, you won't see that. But, I mean, if one of us go out there and try to play football right now, I guarantee it won't look good. We have to, but a lot of people won't see that. They're going to say what they want to say. Once again, we all of us in here have been an athlete at one point of our life, so I get it. I understand that, but we really don't pay attention to that. We know what we have. We know what we'll be able to do.
Having played in the 2 quarterback system, have you even thought about using the 2 quarterbacks scenario? When you played at Blount, using the 2 quarterback situation. Have you ever thought about that?
Well, I haven't thought. I didn't play in the 2 quarterback system, but the best quarterback is going to play. That's just what it's going to be. The best man is going to play.
No, I'm talking about the battle.
Right. Well, it's really Blount has their quarterback, so it's not a battle. It's not a battle. Blount has their quarterback. We know who will be our day one starter. So, yeah,
Who is it? No.
you'll see.
When you start talking about the importance of a feeder program, you coming from Scarborough Middle School, that feeds into Blount High School. So a lot of your incoming freshmen that you want to continue to build a foundation with. I know I had an opportunity to coach you in middle school and watch the feeder program go into Blount High School. But what does it mean to have a great feeder program and one that you are very familiar with in Scarborough Middle School?
Man, it means a lot. I enjoyed that portion of it. We actually just did some work with Scarborough yesterday. So really just building that bridge. And it just won't be with Scarborough. It'll be with all the other feeder schools of Blount. Just really getting around and being able to see what these kids have to offer. And that for the kids, it's a big thing for them as well to know, hey, these high school coaches they like us. They come in and look at us. And that's really where it starts. To build a program, that's what it takes. So me and my coaching staff, we understand that. We actually enjoy that process of it. Like I said, we had practice. We did some work with Scarborough yesterday. Parents was there. People were excited. So I enjoyed that portion of it.
Fan base, talk about the fan base and what the community, you expect the turnout to be for that Blount Viking game.
I do believe this will be the biggest Blount Viking game in history. And the reason I say that, you have a new coaching staff for Blount, you have a new coaching staff for Viger, and they're coming off a state championship. So I expect the atmosphere to be crazy. With these guys, you think back none of them have experienced that true Viking Blunt game. My seniors now, they were freshmen the last time a real Viking Blunt game has happened. The next year was COVID, which we didn't play. Last year was played at Last Stadium. So now they'll get that feel like we had back in the early 2000s. So I'm excited for them. They think they know what it's going to be like, but it's going to be so different in a Blount or Vigo type stadium. So, Last Stadium's big, but at Blount Stadium, standing room only. So we excited about it.
Blount was 3-6 last year. What do we expect for Blount to be this year?
Blount was they was 3-7 last year,
3-7.
and I expect for us to finish and be a whole lot better than what we were last year.
Speaking of Vigo, we know last year they had a couple playoff games at the stadium. Are they going to be looking to use you guys' stadium?
Yes.
It's going to be a dope. How's that going to affect your field? What are you looking at?
So we have a plan in place. Our administrators, athletic director, Mr. Woods, Mr. Buchanan, we put a plan in place to keep everything good. We also we've met with Vigo on several occasions to how we're going to keep the field maintenance, which has been going great so far. So that part is taken care of.
So is it looking like pretty much when you guys are away, they'll play kind of like that?
Yes, sir.
On Fridays?
They'll actually play 4 games at our stadium outside of the Blount and Vigo game. So, yeah.
All right, Coach, you want to get the guys up there, the players up there?
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
How you doing?
Tell us what it's been like since Coach took over. What was his message when he first got in front of you?
I always been mentally strong and be prepared and finish.
In the spring, you had a big hit that went viral that everybody's been talking about. Can we expect that during the season?
Yes, sir. You surely can.
I think we heard the word finish about 40 times when Coach was up there. How many times have you heard it?
Over 100.
Do you see what he was talking about? I mean, can you look back and see last year? Well, he's right. He didn't.
Yes, sir. I can. Cause we were mentally out, but he teaching us now to be mentally strong and always finish.
What game you looking forward to during the season?
I'm looking forward to play, especially Vigo and Theodore.
How have you improved as a player in the offseason, especially on the defensive side of the ball, where when you look at last year, you guys only gave up 15, but coming in, you have an offensive-minded coach. But how have you improved as a defense over the summer?
With a good on-defense coordinator, we prepared to keep staying in shape, being mentally strong again, and don't let down. Finish, always finish.
Do you ever get that guy on your right down in practice? Or
Yes, sir.
you do?
Yes, sir.
All the time?
Yes, sir.
Wow. No. How would you describe Coach Harris?
I love him to death. He like a father when I'm not around my parents.
Seems like he's got a little energy.
First time.
He's actually on my middle school team.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Playing at a Blount, how hard is it dealing with what the community's saying and what you know going on the field?
Just block it out. I know, just blocking it out and staying focused on what's going on in practice and stuff.
All right, thanks, Kevin.
Thank
Sean,
Hey, how y'all doing?
how you doing, man?
Good.
You feel like y'all didn't finish last year?
I mean, I really ain't really focusing on the past last year. I'm really focusing on this season.
Being one of the top rushers in the state last year, how does that motivate you even more to be one of those again?
I mean, it excites me. I want to do better than last year.
What expectations and goals have you set for yourself as a player to improve upon last year? What are you looking forward to hit this year?
I mean, last year I had 1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns. This year I'm looking for 2,500 yards rushing, 20 touchdowns, 20 plus touchdowns.
You think he gonna give you the rock that much?
Yes, sir.
And then, we ain't talking all purpose, you talking about rushing yards.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now, your brother was a motivating factor. You were able to watch him put on that purple and white. Does he nag you? Does he give you a hard way to go? Or do you tell him, this is what record I'm going to break that you had?
Yes, sir. He motivated me, but I want to do better than him.
And your brother's at Troy?
Yes, sir.
What is one of the big differences that you've seen in this coaching staff from last year?
I mean, well, they disciplining us more than last year. We work out more than what we did last year. We condition more than what we did last year. And I mean,
Deshaun, what kind of, you guys, you have a ritual you do or anything you do to get you game day ready? What is that?
blunt jacks.
Say that again?
Blunt jacks.
Blunt jack. I'm not sure what that
Blunt
is.
jacks.
Blunt
Yeah,
jack.
blunt jacks.
Explain what that is.
Like, well, here we be in our stretch lines, and after we get done stretching, we get hype, and we have Kevin Noah or Barry to do it, and basically go like blunt jacks. Is everybody ready? And they be like B, L, O, U, N, T, B, L, O, U, N, T, R. Or sometimes we say pride.
All right.
What game do you have circled this year? What games?
I mean, I want to turn up in every game. It ain't really a game that I'm looking forward to. I really want to go turn up in every game this year.
What's your biggest aspect of your game that you like the most? What do you do the best, and what do you want to improve on the most?
Well, I want to improve on my speed. And what game? I say wide game.
Do you feel like you love to initiate the contact, or do you like to hit or be hit? Which one is it?
I like to bring the contact.
When I see you on the field and I see some ESPN Sports Center highlights, what college or NFL player should I say, oh, that's Deshaun Williams right there? What person should I think about?
I say who I look up to is Alvin Kamara and Marshawn Lynch.
Okay.
Now, Deshaun, you seem like you kind of quiet and timid, but on the football field, I think that's a totally different. Is it a switch you can turn on and off, or what?
Yes, sir. Well, you rarely hear me say much. I get on the field and show it on the field.
What kind of impact has your dad played in your life? Having an older brother that's a successful running back, now you successful.
He played a very impact role on my life. Like, he stay on me, make sure I'm doing right in school, make sure my grades right, and of course he gonna be on me in football. You know how he is.
All right, guys, coach, thank you very much. Good luck this year. Look forward to seeing y'all.
Yes, sir.